Hello, so I'm going to be doing my makeup on camera and I'm just gonna get started because I don't know how to do intros. So since it's burning hot, I'm going to be using a sunscreen. So the sunscreen I'll be using is from Supergoop and it's SPF 50 and it's so good. Like, it is water resistant and it doesn't feel like I have anything on my face compared to the previous sunscreens that I've used. So now that I'm done with sunscreen, I'm gonna be using a moisturizer. So I'll be using the CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion. The sunscreen is actually so good. It feels like I have nothing on my face. Other sunscreens I've used are like so shitty. Like, they're so thick and they give off such like really bad I don't know what you call it, the flashback, the backflash, I don't know, really horrible reflection. Okay, so I've moisturized my face before I do the rest of my face, or before I even do my concealer. I actually get started on the eyeshadow because I don't want no fallout. So usually I use a Sigma eyeshadow base primer. It's pretty nice and it makes the eyeshadow super pigmented. And what I do is I blend it with a beauty blender to make it so that there's like an even base, no patchiness, because however the base looks like, your eyeshadow is going to look the same. So if the base is uneven and patchy, that's what the eyeshadow is going to be looking like as well. I used to not use primer underneath the eyeshadow because I felt like it was like an unnecessary extra step, but when I started implementing that, I actually saw the difference and it's huge. So that's my cat. Hi. Okay, so I have a lot of discoloration in my face and somehow it's even more clear on camera, but I've made my peace with it. So for an eyeshadow look, I actually wanted to do kind of like a shimmery pink look that would kind of mimic a rose quartz crystal. So I'm using the rose gold palette remastered by Huda Beauty. It's really pretty. I actually got the whole palette just for that one color. Yeah, money well spent. I got this Sephora no rinse brush cleaner spray and I use it like that. Like, I use it to just make my eyeshadow application even more flawless, and I don't want none of the previous colors to get on my lid. So all of this is coming out, even though that's kind of similar to the pink I'll be using today. For the base color, I'm actually gonna use the nude palette by Huda Beauty. That's because I want a very specific kind of pink, and it's Tickle. It's literally what it's called. It's this color. And I'm taking it with this like compact little brush just because I want it to be precise. And so what I'll do is just right at the crease start dabbing that color in. It's giving like pastel pink, and that's the kind of look I'm going for. I don't want no hot pinks. I don't want nothing bright. So I'm kind of avoiding my lower or my upper lash line just because I want the lid to be covered mainly in the top area, just because I feel like that opens up the eye, makes me look awake. So yeah. So I'm just applying it in a uniform manner, just making sure I don't miss any spots, so that it gives like this really nice matte color. And I'm going in this motion like kind of like this, curved upwards, just because I feel like it's pretty. So once I feel like that's blended enough, I feel like I'm good to go. So next I'll be using the color Pink Diamond from the Rose Gold Remastered palette. And it's so pretty, it's like perfect. And I use my finger to apply this color because an eyeshadow brush never picks up, like, it never picks up shimmers. My finger does, so I cover the whole lid. It's really pretty. Tell me it's not worth buying the whole palette for. I mean, the other colors are really pretty too, but this color in specific is just so freaking catchy. So this is what it looks like. And this is why I don't put concealer before eyeshadow, because look at this shit. Even when I was like, precise. So next I'll be using a number 7 Air Brush Away primer. And I'll be applying that under my eyes, just because if I don't, the concealer is gonna look like crap. You wanna make sure it's like thick, like a good layer, to kind of fill in the lines, just because we don't want no creasing. I mean, honestly, let's be real, you can never like completely get rid of lines. Like, it's bullshit. Like when people tell you, oh my god, if you do it this way, your lines will disappear. Like, it's your normal face. Your normal face. Like, why do you expect your anatomy to change just because you put cream on it? Like, but you can minimize it, I'll tell you that. Well, actually, you can prevent accentuating of the lines. Yeah. And I have discoloration right here and here. So this is where I'll be going with my concealer. Usually I don't cover everything because I don't feel like it's absolutely necessary, because I feel like I notice things more than people do, so I don't want to be like trying to change the way I look, because it's not that big a deal. Like, so what if there's discoloration? Like, it's whatever, it's my face. I'm not gonna change my face for your happiness. Well, I mean, I am applying makeup, but that's for me. For concealer, I'm literally obsessed with Tarte. Like, I have 3 Shape Tape shades and the creaseless concealer. And less is more. Literally with concealer, less is so much more. So, and plus, like, if you apply a little bit, you can always go back in and add more. But if you apply too much, it's just a done deal. So yeah. So I apply here, I apply here. Okay. So I have different shades because I feel like my face changes. Like, it literally changes. Like, one day it's a darker tone and the other day it's like too light. And it's, I don't know. It depends on the sun. The sun decides my concealer. To blend, obviously, I'm going to be using a beauty blender and just keep dabbing like that. And look how much, like, this is a lot. Like, a lot of people just go all the way here, but like, I apply way below and I take it up slowly. You don't want to spread it too fast, just because you'll be decreasing the pigmentation if you spread it. And don't poke your face. Like, just go slow. Like, literally, if you do it harder, it's not going to do anything. In fact, the sponge is going to suck up all the concealer, so what's the point? And I go here and I lightly, like, just go around the eyeshadow just to fix the bullshit. But yeah, look, that was more than enough concealer, to be honest. And we'll go right here again. You trust the process. I used to color correct with like an orange, literally like an orange color corrector. It didn't do shit for me. It didn't color correct. It just made my under eyes look darker. Like, you don't use orange to color correct unless it's necessary. Like, it depends on your skin tone. Like, it's not like you can just, I don't know, you can't use it on everybody. But then I got like a tan concealer, like a concealer that's like 2 shades darker than my shade, and that's what I used to color correct, and that was like a lot better. So yeah, you have to like adapt. You can't just apply knowledge blindly. It has to go, you have to assess. You have to look at your face and see what works for you. Like, I don't know. The more softly you blend, the more seamless it looks. Because if you blend so harshly, it's just gonna look weird and for some reason powdery. You're stripping your skin away from the moisture. Yeah. If I'm going out for like a really fancy something, like I'll be color correcting, like I'll be using the darker color on top of like the dark areas, and then I'll be going with like a tiny bit lighter concealer or a same shade concealer. But in this case, I just feel like it's, I don't know, this is good enough. Like, it's not perfect, but like it's fine. So for my eyebrows, if I'm not going out for like a really important fancy outing, I brush it up, and to make it appear more full, I use a MAC eyebrow mascara gel thingy. This is in the color Spiked. Yep. You can always use your fingers to blend the areas you feel like they're not blended well. So I just go lightly, just because I feel like if eyebrows are pointing downwards, they just look so fucking messy and they ruin the whole look. So, yep. And if you feel like you messed up, you can just always go back with this pulley brush and blend the overly dark areas. I just use my finger and also press and position the hairs just so that it's not like messy. And this is good enough for me, honestly. Like, I don't need it to be perfect. I don't know why people are so obsessed with perfection. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be okay. These are my standards. Next, I'll be going with powder. This is from Huda Beauty. This is the Banana Bread Tone shade. It's for baking. It's a loose baking and setting powder. It's actually amazing. Like, I've had it for ages and it hasn't run out, and it's great. Do not put powder all over your face. That's one. Definitely put it on your concealer, but not too much. And definitely only use it in the oily areas or the areas you don't want to be shiny, like my forehead. So I just take it like this and I just do that. I don't know if that was a detailed enough explanation. Don't drag. And if you do it lightly, just to remove the powder, but not really to drag. Yeah, I don't want my nose to be highlighted, and I don't want my forehead to be attracting attention more than it already does. So I do that right there, and it even kind of like makes the whole look even more subtle. That's what I like about powder. Like, it makes the look subtle. So I applied concealer here, so that's why I'm doing this, because I don't want it to move, especially with the fucking masks that I'm fed up with, but I do wear. Like, I'm not anti anything. I'm just fed up with how the situation is. I can't even show off the lipsticks. They get ruined, they get all over your mask, and it's like, yeah. Oh, and also, I like to apply a little bit of powder on my eyebrows because I don't want them to appear too dark. I like the whole, like, grayish, matte looking brow. I don't know. Even though that's literally not doing anything. Like, if you want to achieve, like, a really gray look on your brow, like, probably want to use a beauty blender instead of this, and you probably want to, like, leave it on, but yeah, I'm not. I just want a matte look. So I'm using this tiny little brush just to apply the same base shade underneath my eye, because I don't like with a look like this, I don't know, I don't like putting mascara on my lower lash line. So I'm just trying to be really precise and opening up my eye using this. It gives this really pretty puffy eye look. I'm not too sure if that's accurate, but it is what it is. You can blend it up with the rest of your eyeshadow. Yeah, I'm liking this. I have to say though, it looks so much more subtle in my mirror than it does in the camera, so. For inner highlight, I like to use like a golden color with this. Like, it looks really pretty. So I'm taking that same brush, and I don't want no crumbs of powder, so I go in my inner corner, but I don't actually like go too deep. Like, I try to do it more upwards, just because I feel like, I mean, right here is not the right place to apply, because I feel like it gets in my eye, and then it's gross. It accumulates and it goes everywhere. So this is a new concept for me. I don't know if it's new for anyone else, but yeah, I do it right here, like on top, just on top. This is like a rose gold look, so it's like, I don't know. I use this Makeup Forever thingy palette. It's cream. It's really nice. I made it look disgusting because I really use it, but it's amazing. It even works for concealer, but like, that's when I'm in the mood to like sit and like paint all over my face and then blend everything. But yeah, it's not. So for blush, what I usually do is I actually go in with the beauty blender and I choose whatever color, and I'm actually gonna go for this just because it's a little bit more subtle than the darker shades and the neon pink shades. And I do, like, I apply it like this, and I keep blending, and I try to avoid the apples of my cheeks just because I don't want it to make my face more round. So you see how it creates like this line right here? Do the same right here. So yeah, I honestly, like, it doesn't need to be perfect, like here. And then I'll be using my mascara. This is my new favorite. This is from Lancome, and it's the Monsieur Big. I don't even know if I pronounced that right, but so I like to do it downwards. Like, I like to brush it downwards and then go up. It's because I feel like it separates the lashes better. look at the difference already. And that's all. I try to like accentuate this just because it gives this pulled look, and it gives this, like, it looks like you have eyeliner on but you don't. And you want to do it vertically as well. Sometimes you can't do it horizontally because you can't get the lashes properly. If you get any on your lids, that's okay. You can just use an earbud. Try to separate those lashes. I don't want them clumping. Yeah. I love this mascara. Turn the brightness up just so that it's more clear. Yeah. Look at that. Here's a camera. So, yep. Ooh, and the blush. It's really pretty as well. For lip liner, I want something really subtle. I'm using the Gosh Nougat Crisp 001. But yeah, it's like this pink nude. And I used to overline, but I feel like overlining, I don't know, I feel like it's so clear. Like, you can tell when someone's overlined, and I feel like that doesn't always look very clean. Yeah, clean is the word. I mean, if you overline a little bit, it's okay, but if you like overdo it, then it's to the point where it's like really obvious, like painfully obvious, then it's just no. And I kind of want to just go with the full, like, I just want to cover the full lip with this color because it looks clean that way. It goes really well with the look. It's so subtle. Yeah. So this is the look. But yeah, if you want to take it up a notch, I mean, you can use like a lip gloss, or even a shimmery eyeshadow. Like, I just recently started doing this, but I'm taking this rose gold color by ColourPop. This is a palette that I have assembled, and this color, like this rose gold color, it's literally duochrome, and it's called Come Get It. You can do this and just like blend it. Damn. Okay, that's way more than I thought. Way more than I thought, and then I proceed to apply literally the whole thing on my lip. Well, the next step would be to reapply lipstick on top of that. It's actually going to make it even more subtle, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the lip liner, and yeah, there we go. That is what I thought. Yeah, I like this. So that is the overall final look. You know, you just kind of use your finger to fix wherever you messed up. But yeah, if your lips do get too dry from the whole eyeshadow lip liner situation, literally just like get a little bit of lip balm. Like, I like to use the QV cream. It's like a creamy lip balm, like lip moisturizer, and it's the best. And I just literally use my finger and I just put it like that, and it makes my lips more moisturized. But yeah, I feel like this look is really easy. Like, it's really easy on the eyes. Like, it's just pinks and yeah. I don't know how to do intros and I don't know how to do outros, so I'm just gonna leave it there. But thank you for watching if you have watched. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have learned something, I guess. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be doing this more often, but I don't know. Okay, bye, love you, thanks.